Hello, my name's Rich. This is a video entry for Emma's Spare Room Machine Shop toolmaking competition. My idea is based on a video that Mr. Pete recently put out about automatic center punch. That's not what I'm going to make, but I'm going to make a version similar. My idea is to take one of these and make it so that I can put a letter stamp in the end of it. So that one has a automatic letter stamp apparatus, something that would sit on a bench top, think drill press style, that you pull a lever, the punch comes down in contact with the work and you get a letter, whatever letter you happen to put into the punch itself. So that's my idea. I don't have any drawings to go by on this, but I did sit down after reviewing Mr. Pete's videos quite a few times about how this automatic center punch works, and he has a pretty good part where he made a cutaway version, and it was very useful in making drawings for this project. And I have to confess that I've already made some of the parts and got something going here, so I wanted to get to that point before I actually got here on camera and entered the competition. Okay, here we have a short clip of the parts that I've made so far. I'll kind of walk you through them. Like I said, I think I have video shot of me making these parts. It'll be in another video, so check those out. Starting over here, we have the end cap. Started out life as a hex nut that I welded the end into and just turned it down. Saved me some internal threading because I don't have an internal threading tool. I tried to make one myself, but I don't have the skills for getting the angle just right, and since I'm on a deadline, didn't want to mess around with it. Next, we got the spring that provides the power behind the hammer. That's this part. Got a hole in the end that takes the stud that's on the piece over here. Those all fit into this end of the tube. We've got a return spring that goes on what I'm calling a striker, and a stamp holder. Got a couple of grooves for alignment and a square hole in it. The other end cap, same thing. I have a couple of dowel pins pressed in there. This one's got a hole to receive the stamp holder. This is the body of the automatic letter stamp. It just started out life as, I believe it was a piece of hydraulic tubing, measured 20 millimeters OD by 14 millimeters ID. You can see down in there I've got it's actually a cone shaped, I don't know if I can get a shot of that or not. Got a cone shaped hole in it that lines up the striker before it trips the hammer. So this all goes together like this. Hammer goes in the end, spring, and the cap. The spring is intentionally bent, holds the striker out of alignment with the hole in the hammer so that it can build up tension in the spring before it finally gets aligned by the cone-shaped hole in the tube. Goes together like that. There's that part of the assembly. Missing from this is a little ball detent screw that I'm going to put in here for holding the punch. You can see when you put the stamp in there, it'll just slide out. So I got to have something to hold tension on that. Actually got it for that. Found these from McMaster-Carr. It's like a set screw with a spring-loaded ball plunger in it. Got a drill and tap a number 8 32 hole, and that's what's going to hold tension on my stamp. I'm going to fit that in there somewhere in that area. I've already made a few videos that have not been edited yet. Look for those in the coming weeks. I'm hoping that I can get this project done by the deadline. I've got quite a bit of work to do on it, but I think I've got enough of a start that I can get it done. So stay tuned, and we'll see you later. I'm probably going to be able to tell that this is the first YouTube video that I've ever made in my life. So be patient. This is kind of like my first rodeo. Not a very good machinist. It's just a hobby for me. I've taken a few classes, but other than that, I don't do this stuff at work. All of this machining that I've done other than in the class has been here in my garage, so kind of bear with me. And probably making the videos is going to be as much of a challenge as making the part itself because of my inexperience.